Have you ever seen a place so strange that it looks like it doesn't belong on Earth? From ghostly forests frozen beneath lakes to rainbow-colored mountains that defy logic, our planet is full of jaw-dropping mysteries carved by time, nature, or maybe something beyond it. Welcome back to Variety Vista, where we explore the unknown and discover the unseen. Today, we're diving deep into 15 of the most mysterious landforms on Earth that continue to leave scientists scratching their heads. Ready for a wild ride? Let's begin. Imagine hiking into the mountains of Kazakhstan and finding a lake with an entire forest still standing beneath the water. Kindy Lake was created in 1911 after a massive earthquake triggered a landslide, trapping an ancient forest underwater. But here's the spooky part. Even after more than 100 years, those trees haven't decayed. Instead, they look like ghostly spires rising from an emerald blue lake. Beneath the surface, algae and aquatic plants have started growing on the tree trunks, creating an underwater forest that's alive in ways no one expected. It's beautiful, eerie, and completely one of a kind. It's tall, it's alien-looking, and it stands completely alone in the middle of flat land. This is Devil's Tower, America's first national monument, and one of the biggest geological puzzles ever. Scientists say it might be a volcanic plug, but there's no evidence of volcanic rock nearby. Its sides are made of near-perfect hexagonal columns, like nature's version of a skyscraper. Native legends tell of giant bears clawing the sides as they tried to reach fleeing maidens. Their scratches left the vertical grooves we still see today. So, was it nature or something supernatural? You decide. Now this one looks straight out of a sci-fi movie. Socotra Island, off the coast of Yemen, is often called the most alien place on Earth. Over 1/3 of its plant species exist nowhere else on the planet. Its most famous resident, the dragon's blood tree, bleeds red sap and grows like an umbrella. Legends say giants once planted them here for magical rituals. The landscape is so bizarre that NASA scientists have even compared it to Mars. If there's ever a place that proves Earth still hides alien secrets, Socotra is it. Tens of thousands of perfect hexagonal rocks stretch into the ocean like a man-made bridge. But it's completely natural. The Giant's Causeway was formed by volcanic activity about 50 million years ago. Or, if you ask Irish legend, it was built by the giant Finn McCool, who wanted to walk to Scotland to fight another giant. When Finn saw his rival was enormous, he ran home, and his clever wife disguised him as a baby. The rival giant saw the baby, panicked, and destroyed the bridge as he fled. Myth or not, this site still looks like it was carved by something bigger than human hands. This flat-topped mountain rises like a floating island from the jungle, an ancient table of stone that inspired the Lost World. Mount Roraima's cliffs are so steep, they've isolated the top for millions of years. Up there live bizarre creatures and carnivorous plants found nowhere else. Local legends say it's the stump of a great world tree that once held every fruit on Earth, cut down by a human's greed, causing a great flood. Whether sacred myth or science, it feels like a slice of prehistoric Earth suspended in time. A graveyard of trees in the middle of the desert, yet nothing rots. Deadvlay is a clay pan surrounded by the world's tallest sand dunes. Once, it was a lush oasis, but when the river dried up, everything died, except decay itself. The 900-year-old trees stand completely preserved, frozen in time by the dry air. It's hauntingly silent, like walking into a painting where time simply gave up. Along a beach in New Zealand lie dozens of perfectly round stone balls, some bigger than humans. They're called the Moiraki boulders, and for centuries, no one knew how they formed. Science now says they're natural concretions formed over millions of years under the sea. But local Maori legends say they're the remains of ancient gourds from a shipwrecked canoe. Each boulder, a relic of ancestors lost to the ocean. Whatever the truth, they look far too perfect to be random. This one's a mind-bender. It's an island. Inside a lake, on an island. Inside another lake, on an island. Found inside the Tal volcano, Vulcan Point has survived countless eruptions, even when lava and ash wiped everything else clean. In 2020, scientists thought it had vanished, but once the smoke cleared, it was still there. Locals believe it's protected by the spirits of the volcano, proof that nature sometimes guards its own mysteries. In the coldest place on Earth stands a volcano that breathes steam through frozen chimneys. These are the ice towers of Mount Erebus, the southernmost active volcano in the world. Each tower is a hollow tube of ice, formed when hot volcanic gases rise and instantly freeze. Inside, blue light glows through the ice like portals to another world. Scientists even found microorganisms living inside, thriving in the heat and cold. Could this be how life begins on other planets too? Welcome to Iceland's land of steam, mud, and fire. Here, geysers erupt every few minutes, shooting boiling water hundreds of feet into the air. The area's most famous geyser, Geysir, is the original, the one that gave all geysers their name. Locals say hidden elves live beneath the hills and control the eruptions when angered. Even scientists admit, predicting when it'll blow is impossible. So maybe, just maybe, there's still a bit of magic in those boiling pools. It's one of Earth's most colorful natural wonders. Red, gold, green, and purple hills stretching for miles. These are the Rainbow Mountains of Geological. Iron and other minerals painted the rocks millions of years ago, but no one fully understands why the colors are so vivid here and nowhere else. When mist rolls over the peaks, it looks like another planet, or the brushstrokes of the gods themselves. You've heard of Mount Everest, but have you heard of Mount Thor? The mountain with the world's steepest vertical drop. It's over 4,000 feet straight down, even slightly overhanging at 105 degrees. Few dare to climb it, because it sits in the frozen wilderness of the Arctic. Those who do say standing beneath it feels like staring up at a wall built by titans. It's nature's ultimate test of gravity and courage. Along Australia's Great Ocean Road, giant limestone towers rise from the sea like ancient sentinels. They're called the 12 Apostles, though only 8 remain standing today. Formed by relentless waves eroding cliffs over millions of years, they're still slowly disappearing, one by one. Each sunset paints them gold. Each storm chips them away. They remind us that even the strongest creations of nature are temporary, breathtaking, yet fleeting. Here's a modern mystery, an island that used to be on maps, but doesn't exist anymore. For centuries, Bermeja Island was shown north of Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula. Then, when explorers tried to find it, nothing. It was gone. Did it sink beneath the sea, or did it never exist at all? Some conspiracy theories even claim it was erased intentionally for political reasons, because whoever owned it would control billions in offshore oil. Fact or fiction, Bermeja remains one of cartography's biggest mysteries. Finally, we reach one of the holiest and most forbidden mountains on Earth, Mount Kailash. Standing nearly 22,000 feet tall, this perfectly symmetrical pyramid is considered the center of the spiritual universe in Hinduism, Buddhism, Jainism, and Bon. 4 of Asia's great rivers begin near its base, and no human has ever climbed it. Not because it's impossible, but because it's sacred. Locals believe stepping on the summit would bring disaster. Even satellites show an eerie pattern. Snow lines forming a natural swastika symbol, sacred in Eastern religions. It's said the mountain itself is a throne of the gods, a portal between worlds. And maybe, it's best we never try to conquer it. So which of these mysterious places blew your mind the most? Would you dare to visit any of them? Or are some secrets better left untouched? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this journey through Earth's most puzzling wonders, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to Variety Vista, where we explore the unknown and discover the unseen. See you in the next video.